Bro, I'm gonna ask you something straight. Don't dodge it, be honest. Those people you see everywhere driving BMWs, wearing designer brands, constantly posting luxury life on their stories. How many of them are actually rich, and how many are just playing rich? Because here's the truth. That guy driving the BMW might have $47 in his bank account. That girl with the designer bag might have less savings than the price of that bag. And that guy saying, I'm investing, bro, might have more credit card debt than actual investments. Weird, right? Everyone looks rich, but nobody actually is. That's what I call the fake rich era, bro. People aren't trying to become rich anymore, they're trying to look rich. Look, bro, everything's flipped now. Back then, people used to earn money first, then spend it. Now people spend first and hope they'll earn it later. They're spending money that hasn't even entered their account yet. Credit cards, installments, debt, same story. Buy now, think later. But that later never comes easy because the debt grows, the stress grows, and you shrink. And you know what's the most dangerous part? This became normal. Living in debt feels normal now. Luxury car? Normal. Designer clothes? Normal. Savings? None. Emergency fund? None. Investments? None. But from the outside? Wow, he made it. That's the biggest illusion of the system. Now let me tell you the most classic trap. Entry-level luxury. A guy goes and buys the cheapest BMW, manual seats, small screen, no features, but the logo is there, right? That's enough. Because it's not about the car, bro, it's about what people see. He's not buying it to drive, he's buying it to be seen. Meanwhile, he could buy a fully loaded Honda for the same price, more comfort, more logic, but nobody says, wow, Honda, so he doesn't. And here's the painful part. That car isn't just expensive once. It drains you every single month. Fuel is expensive. Maintenance is expensive. Insurance is expensive. You didn't just buy a car. You bought a system that burns your money every month, but people don't see that because from the outside it screams wealth. Then you got these people, bro, the money talk addicts. No matter where you are, everything turns into money. You're talking about pizza and the guy goes, I used to eat that before I leveled up. Bro, it's pizza. You mentioned travel, he starts talking about miles. Always money, always investments, always deals. But pay attention, it's always future tense. When this deal hits, when this investment pops, bro, money isn't real until it hits your bank account. And here's the most dangerous scene. Someone with $2,000 to $3,000 in their account wearing a $20,000 watch. You know what that means? Selling your future to buy your present. People admire you for 3 seconds. You suffer for 3 years. Does that make sense? No. But ego doesn't care about logic. And those one upper types, you know them. Whatever you did, they did something bigger. You talk about a vacation, they've been to France. You talk about success, theirs is bigger. That's not confidence, bro. That's insecurity in disguise. Real strength doesn't compete. And social media, this place is a full theater. Nobody shows their bills, their debt, their stress. But everyone shows luxury. Why? Because that's what gets likes. The system rewards spending, not discipline. Come spend $1,000 with me, gets views. Come save $1,000 with me, doesn't. That's why people learn how to spend, not how to build. Now let's talk about something underrated. Time. Every time you spend money, you're spending your life because you traded hours of your life to earn that money. When you buy something useless, you're throwing away hours of your life. That expensive car, your hours, that designer outfit, your days, that lifestyle, your years. But the quiet guy, he doesn't spend, he saves, he invests, and most importantly, he buys back his time. That's real wealth. And leasing, bro, people think it's wealth. You're not buying the car, you're renting it. You pay for 3 years, then give it back. and start again. Years of payments, zero ownership. But from the outside, that guy made it. No, bro, he's stuck in a loop. Fake products? Don't even get me started. Paying $300 for a fake bag instead of buying a real quality product for the same price. Because it's not about quality, it's about perception. People don't buy things for themselves anymore. They buy for other people's opinions. Now, here's the most important part. This isn't just funny, it's dangerous because these habits are keeping you away from real wealth. It's not that you can't earn money, you just can't keep it because you keep spending, showing off, chasing validation. Real rich people, they move in silence. They don't show, they build, they invest. Nobody notices until one day everyone is shocked. Fake rich people, they show, they spend, they chase approval, and years later, they're still in the same place. And the deepest truth, bro, this isn't about money, it's about identity. If you define yourself by what you own, you lose yourself when you lose those things. But if you define yourself by discipline, patience, and control, nothing can break you. So let me ask you one last question. Do you want to look rich or do you want to be free? Because that's the real game. Looking rich is easy, but being free takes discipline. And remember, real wealth is quiet. Fake wealth is loud. Are you going to be loud or are you going to win? And look, bro, there's something most people don't even realize. This fake rich lifestyle doesn't just empty your wallet, it messes with your mind too, because you start comparing yourself to everyone. What they bought, where they went, what they wear. Your brain is constantly analyzing other people's lives. But nobody asks the real question, what am I doing? That's where you lose, bro. Because you stop playing your own game and start playing theirs. Think about it. You're buying things you don't need to impress people you don't even know. That's insane when you really think about it. They don't even know you exist, but you're burning money just to look good in their eyes. That's not control, that's losing control. And the worst part, this becomes addictive. You start small, shoes, phone, accessories. Then it's not enough because now you're chasing dopamine. Every purchase gives you a quick hit of feeling good, but it fades fast. Then you want more. And before you realize it, you're stuck in a loop. Spend to feel good, to crash, to spend again. Bro, that's basically financial addiction. Let me tell you a truth. Rich people don't get dopamine from shopping. They get it from growth. Their investments grow, their accounts grow, their freedom grows. That's their high. But fake rich people get dopamine from validation. Likes, comments, attention. But since that depends on others, it's never stable. One day it's there, next day it's gone. And here's another crazy thing. People take risks to look rich, but they're afraid to take risks to actually become rich. Think about that. They'll take a loan to buy a car, but they're scared to invest. They'll go into debt, but they're scared to start a business because one gives instant status, the other requires patience. But real success lives in patience. Life gives you two paths, bro. One looks fast but slows you down. The other looks slow but speeds you up. Fake rich people choose the first because they want results now. Real rich people choose the second because they build systems, not just results. Let me give you a simple example. Two people. One earns 10,000 a month and spends 9,000. The other earns 10,000 but saves 5,000. The first one looks richer. Better clothes, better lifestyle, better image. But after 5 years, the second one wins because one invested in appearance, the other invested in the future. And here's the key point, bro. The gap grows over time. At first, it's small. Then it grows. Then it becomes a massive gap. And after a point, it's hard to come back because habits become permanent. Someone used to spending can't save. Someone used to showing off can't live simple. But here's the good news. The moment you realize this, you can change the game. Nobody is born rich. But most people stay broke because of bad habits. And your environment matters too. If people around you spend, you'll spend. There's pressure. Bro, just buy it. You need this. You're missing out. All nonsense. Strong people say no, because not everyone's path is the right path. And remember this line carefully. Wealth doesn't start with earning, it starts with keeping. Most people learn how to make money, but never learn how to keep it. No discipline, no patience, no plan. So ask yourself, bro, do you really want to be rich or just look rich? Because if you really want it, you'll have to let go of some things. You'll let go of showing off. You'll let go of needing approval. You'll let go of comparison and replace it with discipline, patience, a plan, and most importantly, silence. Because real wealth doesn't make noise. It grows quietly, it builds quietly, it frees you quietly. And one day, nobody notices, but you do. You don't have to work anymore. You have choices. You're actually free. And that day, bro, that's the day you win.